Hey everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris, and today I'm going to be doing a shave using some more products sent over by Alex or Oive Chapel on Facebook. And the soap for today is going to be the Holy Black shaving soap, and the scent is Gunpowder Spice. Now this smells to me very similar to Wolf Spice, or the Wolf Whiskers soap made by K Shave Works. I think it's called Wolf Spice. It smells very similar to Kutikura talcum powder. That's what I get from it, a very powdery talcum scent. But it smells nice, I do like that scent. It's not for everyone, I will say, it's definitely not a scent for everyone, but it's nice. Now the brush for today was also sent to me by Alex, and that is the Razorock 400, which is a lovely brush. And just to compare, just so you guys can see, this is my brush guy brush, and the knots are pretty much, there's a little bit more loft on the Razorock, it's a little bit narrower out of the top, but the actual knot itself is pretty much identical looking. It's a little bit blacker on the top here, so I would say, and in terms of face feel, I actually find that the Razorock is just slightly softer, very slightly. So let's get it dipped in the water. Now a bit of an update on my ingrown here. I finally got it last night, so there's a bit of a bump there. I possibly cut it today, but I've got my Shave Works the Cool Fix ready to go. So here we go, straight onto the dry puck. I have used the Holy Black sample of gin fizz, or fizzy gin, or gin, I think it's gin's fizz, which was actually very nice. I did actually enjoy that soap. It's a lovely scent from it, and it performed very well. But it wasn't a hard soap, it was like a squidgy sort of cream that the sample came as. So let's see how this brush performs. It has had mixed reviews in terms of the knot itself. I don't think we'll have a problem with it. I think it's going to perform great. It just feels like a game changer, looks like a game changer. And I've already got three. I've got three now. Game changer knots, and I love them. It's probably the closest to a natural fibre feel that you'll get from a synthetic, in my opinion. Right, that brush is caked. Let's wet the face. And paint this on, because this is thick stuff that I've got on the brush at the moment. Yeah, scent strength out of the tub on this one's probably a 5. I'm just dipping the tips and painting a little bit just to get a bit of moisture into the soap. I can feel the tips on the brush now just starting to soften up, so I can get them to spray. And there we go. Scent strength on the face is around about 5.5, maybe 5.5, but it's a light scent. Even though I can smell it very well, it's not a strongly scented soap. So, a bit of an update on what's happening over here. My dad obviously came over last week. You guys that watch the channel will know that my dad arrived last Tuesday. However, I came home from football last night after getting a 12-8 win in the five-a-sides, which was a great result for us against the top team. We're now top of the league. Walked in the door and was telling my dad about it, and lo and behold, my mum walked in. She's flown all the way from Scotland as a surprise. So I was really taken aback last night. It was absolutely brilliant. What a surprise. So she's only here for 5 days. It's a hell of a travel over here, but in fairness, she did fly business class on the new Emirates planes, so she had a hell of an experience on that. This lather's lovely, absolutely lovely, really thick and creamy. The brush is well loaded. The brush is superb, really nice brush. It's got a lovely handle, it's quite long, it sits sort of, as you can see as you're holding it, it sits, oh God, that's the best way to show you it. Sits nice for your grip for your fingers. I don't have big hands, I've got a reasonable sized hand, just average. And it just sits in there nice, so very comfortable to hold. Very similar to the brush guy idea, but I've got to bend my fingers a bit more with this, but similar, very similar idea. whereas this one your fingers are just a little bit more extended. But yeah, very comfortable to use. The razor is going to be the Wunderbar by Razorock again. I've got the Gillette Silver Blue back in here for its second use, just to see how it goes. I'll probably nick this little spot again from my ingrown hair, but I'm not bothered, I got it out, that's the main thing. So here we go. Really enjoyed this razor last time. Oh yeah, it's so smooth. It is super smooth. It does have a slightly different angle. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to nick that today, hopefully. I might nick it on the cross the grain pass, but we'll see. This razor is so smooth. Now I know there's a lot of guys out there looking into slants. I was one of them, I've been looking at them. Excuse me. I've been looking at it for quite a long time now and never pulled the trigger. If I'm perfectly honest, I sort of thought, well, how can it be a better shave, really? And I couldn't have been more wrong. It is superb, so smooth. And obviously this costs a bit more than your average slant. I was very lucky. To pick this one up for a great price from Alex. And it's never been used. Oh, I think that's... What a razor, it really is superb. Well, I can tell you right now, the residual slickness so far feels superb. Oh yeah, that's really good residual slickness. Be an excellent soap I think for my head shave, definitely. Right, let's get stuck in. The other good thing with this big handle is you don't get covered in soap quite as easily. I can see the difference straight away using this over the natural hairbrush in terms of actually eating the lather. It just doesn't eat lather, these synthetics, and I love it for that. I never have to work for my lather with a synthetic, and that might sound lazy, but I just prefer it more, enjoy it more. There is no way that the lather from my second lather up with an actual hairbrush in my last shave was anywhere near as good as this. That's much better, much thicker. Right, across the grain, I am getting a very slight irritation from this soap. But it is very slight, it's not uncomfortable yet. Soap's excellent. Scents, it's not my thing really. It's alright. I do feel like I'm shaving my face with talcum powder. And there's definitely a bit of irritation there. It's a little bit uncomfortable. But you get that sometimes. I'm just going to dip the tips and see if we can. Yeah, the lather is just so much better from a synthetic in my opinion. And I know there's guys out there, well, I'm actually getting quite a bit of irritation from this soap now, so this will be the first and last go on it, I think. Yeah, some soaps just work and some soaps don't. This one shaves great. There's obviously something in here reacting with my skin because the gin fizz, I didn't get this reaction. It's a shame because the performance on this one is superb. That's a great shave. I've got a little weeper down here. I don't normally shave that far down, I don't know why I'm away down here. But other than that, that's a tremendous shave. Again, that's as close to BBS as I ever get. Even on this section here, there's nothing there. I'm not doing extra passes or extra things. I'm actually doing less than what I do with some of my razors. Just such an efficient razor, and the slat on it's huge. Beautiful razor. Absolutely beautiful. Lovely balance of weight. Right, there's medicated today, just to sort of go with that spicy gunpowder theme, I suppose, even though it wasn't really that spicy. And once again, I normally get a good bit of heat for a nut. I'm not getting really anything from it, other than that nice flavour of clove. So the brush, very impressed with the brush. I know it's just a game changer, not a different handle, but it's very comfortable to hold. And these Razorock brushes, they're not expensive. I think they sort of retail between $10 and $20 in the US. What I do find with the synthetics is you've got to give them a real good clean out. Otherwise you end up with all the fibres stuck. Now people have been having issues with these brushes sort of clumping together in the middle, looking like it's got a hole in it, and that to me is just lack of cleaning them out enough. If you could give them a real good rinse out, even rinse right into the fibres, you'll see the difference here compared to some people's. And some people might just have had a dodgy brush, dodgy knot, but that there's definitely no hole in that. That looks exactly as it did before I started my shave. Beautiful little brush, really nice, lovely comfortable handle, good bit of weight to it as well, surprisingly. and it's just lovely, really nice. I'm not a big orange fan, but I do like that. It's almost like a tangerine sort of colour. And the soap was the Holy Black shaving soap. Same as Gunpowder Spice. Performs extremely well, but as you can see, I mean, I've come out in a little bit of rash here and there, and that's not the razor. I'll tell you right now, that's the soap. I could feel it really burning at my skin in that third pass, and it was quite uncomfortable. So that'll die down once I use the Cool Fix, which is going on now. Shave Works Cool Fix. Give it a shake up. I'm going to start using this again for the next week or two, try and battle these ingrown hairs a bit. So a little blob like that. Yeah, I'm not getting any burn from it, which is good, and it tells me that irritation isn't an actual razor burn as such. It's more like a skin mark from the irritation of the soap, which, to be fair, isn't great. It's not, very uncomfortable on that third pass. The razor, which I just showed you, was the Wunderbar, which is absolutely superb. Titanium handle. It's the latest model that they sell. Stainless steel head, and it is machined to precision. When it's actually screwed on tight, you've got to screw it tight to pull the blade down. Tell you what, see when I'm off camera, it takes a good bit of oomph to get it back off again because it's so tightly screwed down there. But yeah, superb. Lots of blade gap in there as well for the soap to pass through. Superb, absolutely superb. Then moved on to Thea's Medicated Shave Works Cool Fix, and I'm now going to finish off with a good splash of Nivea Too Faced. That's me set up for the day. I'm going to go out and try and get some flooring for my daughter's new dance studio that we've just built with my dad. And yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, beautiful shave. I really enjoyed it. The soap performs excellent. The lather's great. It's got great actual performance. Just reacted quite badly with my skin in the end there, and I've paid a little bit on my neck. It's really red down here. But that's it, it's not the razor. The razor was super smooth, super efficient, and very comfortable, and I haven't actually got any razor burn, nicks, cuts, weepers, nothing other than this little doodad down here. But yeah, I really enjoyed that, guys. I hope you did as well. I shall leave you to it for the rest of the day. I hope you enjoy yourselves, and I'll probably be back online soon just to do a head shave, possibly by the end of the day, or most likely tomorrow morning before I go to work. So you guys stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive. I'll catch you guys next time. Cheers.